Hey beautiful people, it's Courtney. I'm back today to share with you some free slimes that I got from Wish. And before we jump into it, free slimes on Wish basically mean they're free, but you still have to pay shipping. So expect like $1 to $4 for shipping. And before we hop into it, my slime shop is restocked right now, so I'll link it down below. We have a ton of new slimes, and if you haven't seen my latest restock, definitely check that out if you want to see them in person, but I'll also link my slime shop below. But let's hop into this first slime. So as I mentioned, all these slimes actually came out to about $1 to $4 because nothing in life is free, even though Wish categorizes them as free slimes. Yeah, you still have to pay shipping. So this first one is a clay-based slime, and it is pink and kind of purple blue-ish. So this one was actually quite nice. It had a nice smell to it as well. Normally Wish slimes are kind of chemical smelling and they never have scents, but this one actually had a nice, fresh, fruity scent, but nothing too overpowering. It wasn't strong enough where I could really put my finger on the scent, but I definitely liked this slime. I love Wish clay slimes like this. They're definitely very heavily clay based, but you could see it's still very stretchy, very holdable. So I actually thought this one was quite nice, and it was also a decent amount of slime and came in a nice container as well. So this one is really nice. It mixed into like this beautiful pink, little bit of purple color. If you do pull some of these really hard, they do rip, but regardless, I still think they are pretty nice. This next slime is a cloud slime, and this is kind of like a chocolate themed slime. And just from looking at it, it didn't look all too great. It looked like you could definitely see chunks of instant snow, which usually means a lot of fallout. So this one actually came with 2 charms and then some sprinkles on top, which is really nice. With a slime this size, I would only really expect like 1 charm. But yeah, so this slime, it did, like I thought, have a lot of fallout, but that's really my only complaint. It did rip kind of first, as you guys can see here, but as I started to mix it together, it actually fluffed up quite nicely. I was pretty shocked, and as you can see, it's still very stretchy. I would definitely say like Wish slimes are improving a bit. They used to not have hardly any stretch to them at all, so I was actually pretty impressed with this one despite the fallout. So that's usually, yeah, you'll see later though, I have an amazing cloud slime to show you guys. I was literally so shocked, but this one was pretty good despite the fallout, but this one didn't have any scents. Only 2 of the slimes out of all the ones that I got actually were scented. But overall, you could see kind of how it sticks to my fingers here, but still very, very stretchy. This next slime is a floam, and you could kind of pick whatever color you wanted. So I got purple, and this one did come in a plastic bag, so not the best packaging for a slime, especially because I find when they come like this, you really just have to take the entire, like, you have to kind of rip the bag open to be able to get all the slime out. Otherwise, it's really, really hard. So there's definitely no salvaging the bag. If you do that, you definitely need another container. Now, this one first was it didn't really want to stick together, but the more I mixed it and kind of kneaded it and let the little bit of slime that there was combine with the foam beads, it actually formed a a pretty nice floam. There was no fallout at all, and as it started to come together, you guys will see that I'm able to stretch it more and more. So I do think it's pretty stretchy, and it had a decent amount of like crunchiness to it. So I'd say this slime is pretty good considering it came from Wish. And yeah, I think this one was a pretty decent slime. Now we're getting into some of the not so great slimes. So this one is just kind of like a clear putty like slime, and it has some sprinkles in it, and it came with a really cute panda charm. However, the slime itself was not very good. It was one of those clear consistencies where the more you stretch it, the harder it becomes to stretch and the stiffer it becomes. So this one you could poke a little bit. There was some of the foam bead fallout in it as well. And as you guys could see, the more I kind of do this, it just becomes stiffer and harder to stretch, and very rubbery, very rippable, and just overall definitely not my favorite, especially compared to some of the other ones. So this one I was not a fan of at all. Okay, this next one, oh my gosh, you guys. I opened this and I was like, seriously, did they just send me a pack of clay? They sent me a pack of clay. That is exactly what they did. When they sell clay on Wish or other websites, they come in packages literally just like this. And this clay wasn't even good clay. It was kind of like half of it was kind of dried out and the other half was slightly soft. So it was just really, really bad, not soft at all. Very hard and just not good. I was like, wow, did they really? They didn't even try to make this like slime compared to like the very first slime I showed you where it was definitely very heavily clay based. This is a huge difference compared to that. So yeah, this was the first that happened. I can't believe they try to pass off just a packet of clay as actual slime. All right, here is the slime you guys have been waiting for. Oh my goodness. So this slime actually has a really nice, pleasant scent to it. And it is the most incredible cloud slime that I have ever tried from Wish. So it fluffed up so nicely. It was so stretchy, and it actually drizzled just like a cloud slime. Did it leave residue and a little bit of fallout? Yes, it did. That could be expected with most cloud slimes, but honestly, look at that, you guys. It is drizzly. I have never seen this with the Wish slime. I was so impressed, like so impressed. I could not believe this came from Wish. It felt like this could have been a homemade slime. It was really good, despite the little bit of fallout as you could see on my fingers, but wow, just wow, so good. This next slime was kind of another fail. So I will say nice packaging. This is definitely the nicest packaging I've ever received from Wish, I would say, for a small slime, but it was really, really hard to get open. I had to use some scissors and kind of pry it open, but the slime itself, not good at all. Very rubbery, very rippable, just not good quality. Can't really poke it. It's like slippery and slides all over my table. Just overall not impressed. Good container. You could reuse that for something else, but the slime itself, like, you can't play with this. Was pretty bad. Now this last slime, I can't remember if I actually ordered a slime with black in it. I'll have to go back and look and see if they actually sent the right colors. But this, as you can see, is another heavily clay-based slime. But this one was actually really cool. The black gave it a cool contrast, I thought, and just something a little bit different. So I was actually pretty impressed with this, and it was really fun to mix. I will say the end color, pretty much just the black takes over and it turns into almost a brownish black, but I think the quality was really good, very stretchy, very spreadable, really good like butter slime. So I thought the colors were actually pretty cool, seeing like the yellow, especially the yellow, like pop against the black. I thought the contrast was super cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you want to see a part 2, and let me know in the comments down below what video you want to see next. Bye!